Straight out the boot room to Wembley, our second home. We come to conquer, no, we never walk alone. We dominate, the cream of the crop, drawing all our strength from the roar of the cock. It's all for one and one for all. Pass a move, we're talking total football. Here we go again, Roy's red machine. Liverpool, the greatest team the world has ever seen. Pass a move, it's the Liverpool crew. Pass a move, it's the Liverpool crew. Pass a move, 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 it's the Liverpool crew.
Hello and welcome back to the Liverpool Groove. Last episode of 2023. It's been a busy year. I'm getting notifications. Fuck off you. Yeah, it's been a busy little end of the year for us. It's been loads of fun. We've enjoyed doing this again. But yeah, 2024 is going to be fucking great. But let's get into it. Going to talk about the last game first, and then we'll talk a little bit about the Arsenal game because there wasn't really much to talk about in that. But yeah, good result against Burnley, good performance overall, I thought. Didn't think anybody had a bad game. Obviously still a bit of controversy, doesn't escape us, does it? What did you make of it overall? Obviously, good goal from Nunes, good goal from Jota, both very different goals, but both really good.
Yeah, pretty much how we've been all season. We didn't take all our chances, so it was a bit nervy going towards the end of the game. Could have been out of sight. We should have been out of sight if the officials didn't try and fucking cheat us. But we played well. We knuckled down. They started fighting once our second one got disallowed. And it was pretty much straightforward. I thought we were comfortable, never really in any doubt of winning the game. But as the time goes by and you are only winning by one goal, and even like watching on the telly, the commentators are willing them to score, and the referees are willing them to score, and the officials are willing them to score. You're just thinking matter of time. But realistically, I think it was just a matter of time before we did our second, because we scored it 3 times, didn't we? Really?
Yeah. No, you know what? I think it was a very comfortable game. But I think it's just these little improvements on last season that I like about everything. You know, last season we went to all 3 promoted sides and lost. You know, this season, all right, the Luton game wasn't good, and we didn't, get the 3 points there. But Sheffield United and Burnley, in the form that they're in, is a game in other gears where we 100% would have lost. So you got to take every bit of positive you can. But I think, yeah, it should have been more clear than it was. The 2 disallowed goals, there's no convincing me ever that they should have been disallowed. They were both absolutely fine.
I just don't understand any of them. Like the first one, what a goal, by the way.
Yeah, but then finish.
The first one is like the defender who's meant to have been fouled doesn't even claim. He just puts his hand on his head, gutted that he's fell over and cost him a goal. Like, why isn't VAR getting involved with that, or fucking whether they have and saying, look at the video, it's not a foul. There's no foul there. There's no contact. There's nothing in it. And then the second one is just fucking ludicrous, like bizarre. The keeper's already dived the wrong way.
Yeah,
keeper's already dived the wrong way, and Salah's being physically pushed over into an offside position, which is clever by the defender, but that should be taken into consideration. And he hasn't, to be honest. As I say, the keeper's not getting it anyway, so Salah's make no difference to the result of where that ball goes. Ball's going in, regardless of Salah being there or not. So, yeah, the rules are flawed, lads. We keep talking about it every week. It's fucking boring now. It's boring. It's like the game is just, I don't know whether they're just doing it on purpose to fuck it, so we end up doing a Super League or something. Or teams start branching off into their own thing. It's just shit. They need to sort it out before fans stop showing interest, because it's terrible. You can't enjoy a goal.
No, you can't. Klopp got asked about it in the press conference. Do you think they need to be brave and bin it and stuff like that? And he didn't want to answer it because he would get misquoted, and then obviously he got misquoted. But yeah, he just said, get rid of it now. We need to use it better. And like we've been saying for, I'd say weeks, but it's not even weeks. It's, when we were only doing a podcast here and there last season and the year before, we were saying it's not VAR isn't the problem. It's the people using VAR. they're all just awful, and the standards are so absolutely astronomically low that I don't know. It's just accepted now. It's like, and then you get all the. What does me head in is these ref accounts on Twitter, lad, and they wind me up. So I don't interact with them anymore because it just.
I've done that one.
But it winds me up because it's never. He's just always, oh yeah, well the ref is he's being surrounded and or he's the ref's done this and it's like, yeah, but the ref's like just admit he made a mistake and it's like it's just like you said, it's boring.
It's the exact same as the police. They're the same as the police. The police never admit when they fuck up. They're just power hungry little dickheads. That's what referees are. The people who try to get in the police and couldn't, so they go to another form of being the boss. The fucking shite. They are the shite. There's no like fair play. Sunday league referees are having a go, so kids can play football. Thank you. Well in. You're having a go. Sunday league are letting lads footy go on. Well, lads and girls now, but Sunday league football at a decent level. Yeah, thanks for turning up. You're getting paid fucking top money to be refereeing big decisions, and you could be costing teams trophies. You're affecting the history of a football club and footballers, and you're just taking away from the game. Like I'm not you directly, like any referee.
It's all my fault.
Until they come out and say, yeah, we are wrong. We are doing this wrong. We need to improve. Even when you've got the likes of Mike Dean who sits on the fence when there's fucking terrible decisions, or we support our mates and all that. Fuck off. Let the referees referee and let the dickheads and the officers. If you're not going to let footballers do it, then don't have anyone doing it. But I see McManaman saying the other day, like, there's people who've never kicked the ball making decisions on like how it should be perceived in play and stuff like that. You wouldn't know if you'd never played footy at a decent level. You wouldn't know. Like any goalie would go there. He's gone to the right. He is not making that ball, no matter what. So it's a goal, regardless whether he can see or not. He's already gone. He's already gone the wrong way, so he's not making the save. Goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it needs. They're making rules up as they go along, and the rules are flawed. So the rules are flawed. So don't get me wrong. I think it's a hard decision. I think it's a hard position to be in doing VAR because it is. It's still an opinion. It's whoever's in the office opinion against the referee's opinion on the day, and it just doesn't add up. The rules don't add up. So I don't think it's ever going to get fixed until they put people with a fucking brain cell in the offices. And yeah, I think like if you had like an analysis team, for instance, like Ian Wright, Gary Lineker, Graham Souness, in a like a jury in an office watching the same screen, and it went 2 votes to 1, you'd accept that. You know what I mean? You'd accept it, but again, you've got to rule out the football bias as well. But I think they're too high a profile to be costing teams points based on bias. So they'd have to just accept that there isn't any bias in the game like they do when they speak about the match, and just sit there, fucking hell, give them a fucking pack of popcorn, a few berries, and let them watch the match and let them decide what the thing's real, because you get more sense out of that. People who love the game, people who've played the game, than you will these little power hungry gobshites.
Yeah, I mean, they had Jay Bothroyd on Sky a few days ago when they were doing ref watch with Gallagher. I think it was after the Arsenal game, and when Odegaard turned into a Harlem Globetrotter, and he was saying, you know, why wouldn't you get an ex-player in the room with them to give the player's perspective, not even necessarily sort of have any say in the decision or anything like that, but to go to the refs and go, well, hang on a minute, look, from a player's point of perspective here, this has happened or that's happened, so I don't think that should be the decision that you come to, kind of thing, and just offer that side of things, because at the minute it's all just completely, you know, following the guidebook, and the rules are changing every season. They've made fucking 3 different changes to the offside rule in the last 3 seasons and the handball rule. No one knows what's offside anymore. No one knows what's handball anymore. Like,
exactly, it's fucking crazy.
So don't get me wrong. I blame the refs obviously because they're not good enough, but at the same time, you can't put all the blame on them because it's the higher ups, the bosses, IFAB, Howard Webb, and all that, who are constantly making changes to it. They can't keep up.
No, I agree, and that's what I mean. It is a hard job. it was a lot easier when referee made a mistake and we all went to the pub and went, fucking hell, that was defo a goal, that. No, it wasn't. I'd rather that again. I'd rather the debate be in the pub and not in every paper, in fucking, it's every fucking news. It just, the debate is the referee's made the decision. We're fucking fuming because it's gone against us. We believe it's a goal. They don't believe it's a goal. Fucking alas, get over it. But when you've got people with access to screens and lines and fucking angles and all that, making incorrect decisions all the time, it's just boring. It's ruining the game. It's a cheated sport. It's a biased sport. There's no sporting integrity in football at the minute. And when Klopp questioned that, he got ridiculed, but he's fucking totally right. There's no integrity in the game anymore. It's basically whoever's in. We see a few names, like such a body's in VAR, such a body's the referee. We know we're going to struggle instantly. Yeah. We know there's certain names. Every time we get them, something goes against us, drastically wrong. So, if that was in any other sport or in any other job where one person was affecting another team or person all the time without real evidence, you'd sack them.
Well, you've only got to look at the Burnley game. It was Paul Tierney on the pitch. It was Simon Hooper. I think Simon Hooper was the assistant VAR. It's like, Klopp has had a very fucking public gripe with Paul Tierney. He's literally said, I have no problem with any other ref except for you. Like,
yeah, he's got every right to feel like that.
And so how can he keep? And obviously you can't just bend to the manager's will, otherwise you'll get every single manager going, oh, you know what, he gave a dodgy penalty against us 3 years ago, I don't want him reffing us anymore. You can't be having that, I understand, but it's just, it seems a constant way, and every team will feel the same, don't get me wrong, and every team at the minute has probably got a right to, in all fairness. There's too much tribalism with it all. Like, we seen it when the Diaz scandal happened. Everyone was, get on with it. You just got to accept the decision, blah blah blah. And Postecoglou, I've always learned to respect the referee's decision. Got to get on with it, until the other day when he's making sarcastic comments about referees. But that's what it is. There's too much tribalism in it. No one cares until it affects their club, and that's why we've made the point on here to highlight mistakes in other games that haven't involved Liverpool or haven't had any effect on Liverpool's season and rivals and things like that, because every single team in the league is affected by these shit decisions, and the people involved. And bad Manchester City, obviously. No, but you know what? There's probably even, you probably don't notice it as much with them because it doesn't happen as much. But they could say the same. They probably think the same way we do about it towards themselves. You know what I mean?
No, but I can't see it because like 90% of decisions that end up with them, it goes their way.
I agree myself.
Or wrong, even with like fucking handballs or disallowed goal. Like what was the Haaland goal where there's someone offside?
Oh yeah.
The line of the goalie, the exact same as Salah the other day. Right, the exact same goal given. Handball in the box, fucking goal. No penalties. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying there's an actual bias for Man City to win the league or whatever, but they fucking get it out. And I think it was the same with Man United years ago. Like, certain managers have a certain pull over referees, and no matter what happens, that's always going to be part of the game. Klopp's not trying to have a pull over anyone. He just wants the game to be played fairly. If it's not going to be played fairly in the sense that they can go and spend what the fuck they want, then at least give us a chance. At least fucking ridicule them and prosecute them for fucking refereeing. Mistakes on the pitch and accidents on the pitch that they do. The handball or they're offside, give it. But they're not even doing that. They're just getting away with murder, and we get punished for fucking everything. But let's say we just have to get on with it because that's what everyone wants to do. It's just every week we're talking about VAR, and as I say, I'd rather lose points and it be the referee's fault, and we can go, the referee fucked up there. The referee come out and apologise, and we'll go, because that's just the way football is, and that's how it was. It was always a debatable sport. Now the debates are about proving wrong decisions. The decisions that have been shown live, and everyone else on the planet barring the fucking dickheads in the VAR office, think the same, barring them. So that shows you that's got to be a bias.
Yeah. Obviously, they're not going to get rid of the VAR. They've put too much money into it and invested too much time into it. It's here to stay. So we've got to obviously accept that. But I've seen one or two people, not many at all, say maybe, what about going into like a challenge system like they do where, like Hawkeye with tennis and things like that, where you get, say, both managers get like 5 challenges each game that you can go to VAR for. So you're not checking everything, but unless it's fucking blatant, don't get me wrong. Like if you 2-foot someone in the fucking chest and the ref doesn't give it, then that's just an automatic VAR going, what the fuck you playing at? But other than that, like the managers go, if there's something happened in the box, Klopp can go to the fourth official. I want to challenge the decision there because I don't think it was right. Do you think that would improve VAR or?
No, I think it'd be. I think you'd have. I think especially like overexcited managers and passionate managers like the likes of your Klopp and your Arteta and Guardiola and that. I think you'll find they'll be asking for 10 challenges a game. So I think it'd be stop start even more. I think just like there'd have to be a time limit in which you decide to challenge or not, stuff like that. I think that would suck the soul out as well. I just think VAR as a whole sucks the soul out the game. Like all I'd ask for with VAR is something you pointed out before, like an ex-player being in the office with them, but them with headsets, so we can hear what the footy players' perception is. We can hear what VAR's perception is. We can hear what the ref's perception is, and put it all together and make a decision. And if we could air all the audio live, it could went on the fucking speakers down the stadium and on the screen. He's showing on the screen what the VAR is doing, and so the people in the stadium know what's going on. Then, like the rugby, the referee isn't an arrogant piece of shit. The people in the officers isn't an arrogant piece of shit, and the players are respectful, and you hear every word. And if the referee is wrong, the assistant will say, "I think you've called this wrong, mate." And he goes, "Right, I'll have a look." Perfect. He has a look and he goes, "Thanks for that, spot on." Fucking notes all time. Know what I mean? That's the only way they can do it. It won't take any more time because that's what should already be going on. There should be conversations in place to make the decisions. Fucking hell. Or at the very least, let as the game's still going on, let us hear the audio at home. You know what I mean? So we know what's going on. But I think more people involved in the decision could make it even more fucking carnage. So in my opinion, it should be the referee with one VAR panelist and an ex-player, and that's it.
See, for me, I think I think the checks need to be timed. They go on about clear and obvious and things like that. And Ange Postecoglou was right in what he was saying, even though he was completely like sarcastic and disingenuous the way he's put it across. I don't know if you heard it. He basically went, it was obviously clear and obvious. It was very clear and obvious error because it took them more than 3 minutes to check it. Yeah. So he said it like a bit of a knobhead, but I think he was right.
But he's right.
I think they should be timed. If a check, I think they should get a minute to check it. If you can't find that it was a clear and obvious error within that minute, fuck it off.
Yeah, agree. And just go with the on-field decision.
Yeah. Because if it's that clear and obvious, it should be fucking clear and obvious. You can't be looking at something for 5 minutes to say this is a clear and obvious error. Well, it's not, because it's just took you 5 minutes to fucking look at it. So if you can't find it in the first minute, carry on with the on-field decision.
But even that, lad, reduce that to 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think if you
can't find
do
it
something
in half a minute, it's clear and obvious. As he snapped his foot, no. As he made contact, no. Right? It's fucking clear and obvious. It's fucking not a red card. Sound. Do you know what I mean? Is he offside? Draw your lines that quick. All it is, it's a fucking straight line. It's in grids. Draw it. Is he offside? Oh, we can't quite tell, right? Benefit of the doubt with the attacker.
Like, stop zooming in on players to fucking get the actual fucking pixel of the fucking t-shirt. That might be a fucking meter offside. It's just fucking stupid. They had one today. I didn't see it, but I was watching Sky Sports News. Brentford scored goal first minute against Palace, and that check took them 3 minutes. and you had one angle where it looked like he was a yard onside, apparently, and then another angle where it looked like he was off. So I was like, so that's not clear and obvious.
No, exactly. Like, you can't tell on angles as well, and they haven't got every angle covered. So you might draw a line. Like, you can do it with a laser level. You can pull a laser level out onto a wall and it look out, but your laser level's fucking laser level. It's bang on. Do you know what I mean? But it's just not insecure. So I think unless they figure out a way to like 3D the pitch on the system where they can spin it so it's straight and draw a line to make sure it's 100%, then just fuck it all off. Benefit the doubt with the attacker.
That's semi-automated offside stuff in the Champions League and stuff like that seems to work well, in fairness.
We won't take it.
I know, because that...
done it with the World Cup as well. And we literally were the first to go, no, because there's some sort of bias in the game. Sporting integrity is fucked. There's a reason why these people in the officers and the hierarchy want this power. There's a reason why they want to have a say in what decisions happen. And it seems to be the same few teams that are experiencing it. You know what I mean? And it sounds fucking like brainwashed delusion, but it's not. It's happening every single week in most games. It's shite. Yeah. So, no, I just think the only way you can fix it is by putting people who know football in, getting them involved. And as you say, if you can put a time limit, if it's not a decision made in 30 seconds, that's it. The benefit of the doubt goes with the on-field decision. And if it's a goal or it's you know what I mean, the linesmen have been told not to put the flags up just in case the game stops and it's an incorrect decision. Put your fucking flag up. Like, there was a player got injured the other day.
Stones.
Player got injured today because he hasn't put his flag up, and then the attack stops and the flag goes up. Why? What is the point in that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Now, VAR shouldn't be entertained. Don't show the replay. That if the linesman's put his flag up and he's wrong, he'll apologise. The end. That's how footy was. You know what I mean? It's
but again, that'd be one of them.
What's the point of the linesman now? What is the point in him?
I mean,
all he does is mark where the free kick's going to be taken from. That's it. That's his job.
It's one of, and you know, that'd fall under what we were saying there. If there was a timer on them, would that have been cleared in 30 seconds or 45 seconds, however long, if this imaginary fucking timer was in place? Would that have been cleared in that time where he made the mistake? So yeah, put your flag up if you think it's wrong. If the player puts the ball in the back of the net, John Joe Shelby done it. I think the first season where I was introduced, they put the flag up, he scored anyway, they checked it, and it was a goal.
Yeah.
And so, but that's fair enough. That one was like obvious in the end, but
that's all you need to do. You play to the moment. So John Stones had his hand up straight away as soon as that ball went over the top. So if that flag's gone up and that player wants to play on and waste his energy in OP is onside, fair play. If Stones wants to stop dead and go, I'm 100% certain he's offside, then that's on him. That's a decision you make on the field. But as the saying goes, play the whistle. If the flag goes up and the whistle doesn't go, play on. But like, they've got to start putting the flags up, because defenders, the amount of times our flappers, Van Dijk or Canate, sprinted back when you're talking a yard offside, it's fucking blatant, and the flag still hasn't gone up. And they sort of stop. They let on to the linesman to say, put your flag up. He doesn't, and then they sprint back. So I think that's one of the big issues, and I'm just glad it's happening to them and not us.
I understand why they have said it, but something like, you know, John Stones getting injury there, my dad's been saying since they introduced that rule, someone's going to get badly injured with it. I don't know how bad his injury is, but that's what's going to happen. Someone's going to be a yard offside, a mile offside, and someone's going to go right through him, fucking snap his leg, or he's going to fucking do his knee, and then the linesman will put his flag up and he's got fucking his season over for nothing.
The only way you can do that, so you're not blaming the linesman, is get rid of the linesman, because they serve no purpose. Putting the flag up after the attacks happened to let us know it was offside when we already knew is pointless. VAR can do that. Do that, referee, finger on the ear. Was that offside? Yeah, free kick instead of a goal kick or whatever. You know what I mean? It's fucking not hard. The linesmen aren't needed. But anyway, Nunez's goal against Burnley.
Yeah, no, let's move on from that because we don't like spending a lot of time on it, but like sometimes you you'd have to.
Well, while we're here, because we're talking about VAR, that handball against Arsenal as well. Again, that could effectively cost us a fucking league title, like the Tottenham one.
Yeah.
It's a fucking absolute joke.
Yeah,
it's a
Well,
joke, especially when like you're given that one against Everton, Man City again. Fucking ball's gonna smash him in the face. It's hit him under the armpit. His hands like as close. The fella's fucking a yard away from him when he strikes the ball. Penalty. Like, I don't get it. If Odegaard doesn't handle that ball, Mo Salah runs into the box with the ball. He stops him running into the box with the ball, whether it fucking hits him or not. You know what I mean? It's a fucking living disgrace. It's the ball's on the floor and he's put his arm on the ball twice.
He slapped it. He slapped it away. He won the ball with his hand. Like you can say, Arsenal fans can say he slipped all he wanted, and yeah, he did slip. But like slip and look, you know where your hand's going. Make sure it doesn't touch the ball. Like slipping happens on a football pitch. It's just natural. But slapping the ball away with your hand is very purposeful.
Not even that. Like, he controls it. He controls it. So, like, if that ball goes past him, Salah's in, and he's getting a shot off. And you know what I mean? You've seen the goal he's capable of scoring, but he controls it by his foot, so he can get rid of the ball and he clears the ball. So that ends our attack, and it's fucking cheating. So
I don't get out.
I'm shit. Like, I just can't get my head around these decisions. I really can't. And again, it's just people who don't know the game making these decisions and don't play the game. So we're gonna have, if we win the league, it's gonna have to be by about 10 points because they don't want us to. They're doing everything they can to drop us points, and the points we've dropped, barring I think Luton, we lost early.
Yeah, which what you could argue we should be sort of 4 or 5 points clear at the minute. You got the Tottenham one, you got the Arsenal one. There was obviously people saying Luke Shaw handball against United. I wasn't 100% on that one, I'll be honest, but obviously it's still.
I thought it was, but again, I think that was on the lesser scale of fucking on purpose. That was just it's his hands by his side, so that would have been harsh, but I took it.
Yeah, obviously.
But we didn't deserve to beat United, so I'm not harsh. We played well against Arsenal. We played well in these games, and every time we seem to be playing well and putting teams under pressure, it's stopped. It's like a boxer stopping a referee stopping a boxer when he's going for the knockout, like stopping him physically hitting him because he's old man and that. No, carry on until he goes down. Or stop the fight. Do you know what I mean? It's shite, bad. It's depressing. But
look, let's talk about some positives though, because like you said, we did play well against Arsenal. Obviously, the start of the game wasn't ideal. Going behind 4 minutes in, Gakpo playing him on side is annoying because it was he was millimeters on side. It was very, very close. But the defensive line was obviously good enough there. Bar and Gakpo, the defense done the job in a way, I think. But after that, I thought we were very good. I think Kanate was absolutely fucking brilliant. And so was Van Dijk. But I think Van Dijk's just having one of them seasons, to be honest with you. I think he's just everything seems easy to him again. Love it.
Yeah, and he's looking good, lad. And yeah, Kanate looks solid as well.
Gomez as well, just want to say to him, was phenomenal when he come on. I think just everyone, like Tsimikas, done really well against Saka until he got injured. Gomez come on, took his place, locked him down as well.
Gomez come on and had a shit scary 10 minutes where I thought, he couldn't play. He had that one of them games where he couldn't play a pass, couldn't do anything right, couldn't time a tackle, couldn't win the ball, and then he just clicked into something else and was fucking brilliant. Like, superb, was made up for him. The goal we conceded against Arsenal, I thought was poor defensively. I don't think he should be winning that header. He should be, when the ball's coming in towards you, it's easier to attack it, heading it out than it is to head it towards goal when it's coming the opposite way. But it's a fucking great finish, like, fair play.
Yeah, as I say, I think they've just kind of gone. I think the defence has gone right, we've done our job. They played them offside in their mind, and then Gakpo's kept them on. So I think he thought it was going to get called offside, and it's no excuse, obviously, but I think for
We
me
shouldn't
anyway,
be.
that's what.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
we shouldn't be.
But
But
in
he has
fairness,
won
that was the only mistake Kanate made in the game.
Yeah, they play well. They're starting to play well as a unit. As I said to you on the last one, if Liverpool turn up, we win that game. We should have won the game. Again, the odd missed chance, but the referee fucking cost us. But shouldn't have to be relying on penalties to win games at all, to be honest. So, like you can say about Man United and Arsenal at home, but realistically, we should be seeing them games out with another goal or two.
Yeah, obviously the Trent miss at the end as well.
Don't even want to ever talk about it. Again.
It's just so unfortunate, lad. It's like you see, like you only see it on replays, obviously, but you know it has bobbled just as he's went to hit it, and so he's got under it a little bit. And if that doesn't happen, it's fucking, it's a brilliant finish.
But I don't even know why he's tried to hit it. Right?
That's just where he strikes a ball.
I just don't know why he hasn't just passed it into the fucking cut. He literally had to make contact with the ball and pass it into the net, lad.
I think I don't know, it's like that he's wanted to be emphatic with it. He's just gone, I'm fucking scoring the winner in front of the cop here. I'm hitting a thunder bastard here from 8 yards out. Wasn't needed, like you say, but
stupid. He had to just stroke it into the net and it was a goal. But
yeah,
just one of them, lads. When your luck's not in, it's not in. But
no,
someone's going to get an absolute fucking pounding soon because we are creating chances and we're just missing by a little bit. You know, we've even in the games where we haven't looked well, we've hit the bar, the post, we've had them cleared off the line, we fucking goals offside, penalties we should have had. We are creating. So that's the main thing for me. If we're not doing anything, then I'm worried, but we are. I just think, Arsenal, we can go there and beat them. So I don't think that's a big miss. We've just got to, obviously, we know Man City are on the chase now. And they're going to be like a fucking wounded animal. They're going to be hungry to hate us and everyone around them. So we've got to just we can't drop many more points if we're going to win the league.
No, definitely not. Just want to say as well, both games, Arsenal and Burnley, end up like he's just. We said it last time. He's getting better and better every single game. Like I thought he was fantastic against Arsenal, and then the way he's won that ball against Burnley for that second goal, like I said it on Twitter, no one else in that team at the minute would have went in for that ball the way he did. Like he just decided that's my ball, I'm winning it. He's took one for the team. He's got to whack it in for it, but it's led to a goal. Like he's just been brilliant, lad. He's massively exceeding every expectation I have for him.
Well, I had high hopes for him, but nowhere near the levels he's reaching now. And I think a lot of that's down to like the way he was perceived when he come in, because he wasn't a big name and big money in that. It wasn't really exciting signing, but they're the best ones when they work out. When a player that you're not expecting to do much. I basically thought he was a squad player and we were going to go and get another defensive mid. Then when it was, if we'd have got Casado on him, you'd have been buzzing, but you'd have been probably starting him ahead of Casado the way he's played this season. So do you know what I mean? It's all like it's worked out in our favour. I think we could do with another defensive mid so we can rest him because he's played nearly fucking every game the last few weeks. And I think if we get another one, McAllister can play in that position then. And that changes our outlook completely again. And how good we are offensively. Because if you've got McAllister doing what he does, along with Szoboszlai, and then you've got the likes of Curtis Jones coming in, Thiago to come back, Pacetic to come in. There's fucking players there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To have a really exciting bench and a really exciting squad. Albeit Thiago will last a week and Pacetic will last a week and they'll be back together in the Aussie. But, if we can use the luxuries while they're there, we've got a proper exciting midfield. But Endo, I said to you, I think last week, he's the first name on the team sheet at the minute. You can't take him out the team. McAllister's back in training. Doesn't get in over Endo. He doesn't get in the number 6. Endo's cemented that as his own until he does something drastically wrong. And even then, I'd go, do you know what? You're a fucking brave player. You do take your time on the ball to make sure you find the right pass and stuff like that. But at the minute, it's working. He doesn't just get rid of it. He doesn't just scoop it away and like as we've described, like a Lucas. He keeps hold of it and he draws players to him. He draws fouls. He waits for space to be created and then he gets the ball into it. First time passing, his vision is back to goal and knowing what's chasing him down, and he just gets rid of it all the time, like, and to watch a red shirt all the time. He doesn't ever just like willy-nilly lose possession just to get rid of danger. He finds a red shirt, so fucking tip me out to him. Like, I love watching him. I literally love watching him. See his little face and I'm just made up.
I think he just epitomises what, like, you know, what the fans want to see. You know, you look at over the years, some of the players who haven't necessarily been the greatest footballers, but they've gave everything for the shirt. You know, Lucas, we mentioned, you know, wasn't the greatest player ever, but he never gave up. You know, people wanted him gone after the season, and he just went, no, fuck that, I'm staying. People were drawn to him. Henderson was another one, in fairness to him. You know, when we did win the league and when we did win the Champions League and things like that, there was that period where everybody absolutely loved him. But he had the same thing, you know, start of his Liverpool career, was told he could go and move to Fulham. He went, no, fuck that, I'm staying. Massively missed him 13, 14. Another one of them players who, not the most technically gifted of players, but fucking gave us all every single game. And people just loved that. And Endo was another one of them, but I think he's a better actual footballer than both of them too.
He doesn't get the credit for the footy the ability he's got. But say when we see the stats and the highlights of him at Stuttgart, you're like, was it Stuttgart? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's got this ability to skip past two players with one touch into an area. Like what we were saying about Szoboszlai, he done that in Germany and he done it well. But he wasn't brought in to do that for us. He was brought in to hold the fort and stay in front of the defence. But he's doing a bit of everything at the minute. But he's always available for a pass. He could win the ball on our corner flag and he'll beat your corner flag asking for the ball in the next minute. Or he'll win a tackle and then he's fucking in their box. Like, he's just everywhere. And said the same about Harvey Elliott. You've got that drive and passion to just, they want to be on the ball and they don't want to lose the ball. They want to make sure it goes to a red shirt and they're fucking hungry to play for the shirt. And that's a key thing. Our fans will always end up on your side when you're like that. And it's good that we've got players doing that now, but he has exceeded all expectations. Endo, like, to a point where, as I've said, he's the first name on the team sheet for me. Be disappointed if he's not in the team because you know he offers that support. The defense have improved since he's been there, and that's a massive thing. As I've said for ages, changing your centre halves and your fullbacks and your keeper all the time. There's a bit of fucking like wariness about everything because you're not sure who's where. Enzo just makes that click a little bit. Whoever's playing, if he's there, it's like they all feel comfortable. And that just could be a psychological thing that as a player fixated in that role. But I think he's sound.
I got to admit, I didn't think he was going to be as big of a miss as he's going to look like now when he goes to the Asian Cup. You know, thought we were getting...
I've only just heard that was a thing.
Yeah. Well, we've never really had to worry about it, have we? Except for we had Minamino a couple of seasons ago. But I think we had him at a time when that probably got cancelled, so it didn't affect us. So, I say it's not something we've ever really had to take much notice of. But I thought we were going to get away with it this season with just Salah going, and then fucking Endo turns up, fucking first, like you say, one of the first names on the sheet, and we're losing him as well. It's a fucking nightmare, but just what happens in it.
That's what we need to do. We need to go and get a defensive mid in, because there's not being funny. You can probably go and get someone for 30, 40 mil. It's not breaking the bank, and having someone who's a decent age and then rotating. So that's what you need. You can't have. You see what happened with Fabinho having to play him fucking for seasons on the bounce. He just died. He got to 29, 30 and just had nothing left in his tank. And we've probably done that to him. He's had to play when he was fit. Even when he wasn't fit, we've probably thrown him in because we never had anyone else to do that role properly. Yeah. So we need to look at that as in hindsight and go, don't let that happen again. Like, we've seen it happen with one player who was absolutely quality on his day, who just lost every bit of fucking diesel out of his engine, just gone like, completely. Let's make sure we've got support for Enzo and the other midfielders. Like if you can get another defensive mid, and then you look at the options we've got: Jones, Thiago, Pacetic, Gravenberg, even Elliott, Szoboszlai, McAllister. It's fucking sound. Like, it's sound. And I know it's going to be frustrating for some of them because they're all majority young lads who want to be playing every week. But that's a squad you can rotate and rotate it well. You know, if McAllister's playing 1 week and then Gravenberg another week and then Szoboszlai another week, fucking, it's hard to keep them all happy, but it's a good position to be in. That's why Man City have won every fucking trophy over the last bastard few years, because they've always had a squad with the depth where they have players fucking who made a difference when they come on. And we're finally getting there, I think.
Slowly but surely, yeah. No, I mean, yeah, United with Fabinho, the way his decline, we said it last season, was like nothing you've ever seen in another player ever. I just still to this day, I think it was a Space Jam situation. I think his fucking ability got robbed by aliens from outer space.
By Enzo.
Yeah. So yeah, look, I mean, we're in a good position, aren't we? We're top of the league, which was a shock. I didn't expect Arsenal to lose against West Ham, up the irons.
I did.
I genuinely didn't. The only thing I called this week was Højlund scoring the winner against Villa.
All I'm thinking now is whoever should win won't win because the league's fucking mental.
Yeah.
So realistically, that's how it's just going at the minute. But barring us, yeah, it's just a brilliant league title to be involved in. It's a title race that we are heavily involved in, obviously. Going into the new year, top of the league. Like, I don't want to be top of the league. Don't want the pressure. Fucking give me the pressure.
To be fair, we still might not be. So there's still hope for you in that weird sense. You know, Arsenal got to play tomorrow. If they win, they still go above us, don't they? But obviously we'll have a game in hand. But Newcastle it's going to be a weird one. Obviously they haven't been anywhere near as good as they were last season. I think everyone bar and Newcastle fans probably expected that to be the case. You know, fighting for Europe. Obviously it didn't go their way, but they had a tough group. Trying to go better in cup competitions and things like that. They haven't. I just don't think they haven't had the squad this season for Europe. At least not Champions League anyway. I think everyone probably agreed that they were probably a season or two ahead of schedule getting into the Champions League. At best,
it can be a bad thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it happened with us. You know, when we come second, 13, 14, and we got into the Champions League, we didn't have a squad ready for it.
No. Yeah, I think they've crumbled. They've gone, and I think it's only a matter. Like, when you're at, they're thinking themselves as a big club now because they're minted. But how long does Eddie Howe get now? I think they've lost most of the games in the last 8 games.
He's a stopgap. I've said this before. He's their Mark Hughes to what it was to City's owners at the time. He's a good manager. He's a sort of top 10 sort of team manager in the Premier League. I say top 10. He's sort of like between, from 6th to about 12th is where you'd expect Eddie Howe to be managing. But he's not going to take them to where they want to be. He's not going to take them further than where he has already took them. They're going to end up eventually going out and getting a bigger name. They're going to go and get I don't know. I don't even know who they get. They go and get a Mourinho, although we know these days Mourinho isn't going to do the magic he was able to do back in the day. They could go and get a Zidane and things like that.
Could they? This is what I mean.
If they offered them enough money, yeah.
They've joined the party too late, where FIFA fair plays should be compromised that many times, and sanctions are going out and investigations are ongoing. I think they're going to have to play by the rule book. They are going to have to, and that's why they've got the squad they've got. They haven't got one superstar in the squad. They've got a load of fucking really good players who are really grafting their asses off, and a lot of them are injured. So I wouldn't say Eddie Howe can't take them any further. If I was a Newcastle fan, I'd want him to get another year, another summer, where he can bring in a few more players because they have got money to spend. But they can't go out and get fucking a world class player. They can't go like Man City can. I don't think they can't go and sign a Haaland. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think they can. I don't think they're allowed.
I think Tonali was a sort of statement signing for them. In the sense that he's been touted in Italy for years as he's the next Pirlo. He's the future of Italy's midfield and things like that. He's been touted as that for a long time since he was at Brescia, when he was like 18. Like he's been touted as Italy's next big thing kind of thing. So I think in that sense, it was a big moment for them. It was a statement signing in that sense.
It's a really good signing, but that's what I mean. Like there's good signings and then there's superstar. Like Man City when they started off got like Robinho and that, didn't they? And started going down the route of fucking when they got Tevez and players like that.
Don't forget though, like sorry to just jump in there, but with City at the start, yeah, they got Robinho, but then they also got Shea Given and Craig Bellamy, and you know these
but
not
that's
well.
What I mean. Shea Given at the time was one of the best keepers in the league. He was, and that he was the type of player where you went, if he leaves Newcastle, he could go to the fucking top. He was a brilliant goalkeeper, just never quite worked out for him there. Bellamy was a fucking bit of a mad one because he was nuts. But I get what you're saying. They didn't start off, but they had that pull straight away to go and get a Robinho. I don't think they've yet done that. You know what I mean? I don't think they will. I don't think they'll be able to because they're clamping down with the FIFA fair play, but financial fair play even. But if I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be saying, give him another season, give him a summer, see what he can do when all his players are back, and see if he can add a bit more fucking flair and quality to the team. Because the signings he's made, whether it's been him or someone above him, some of them are fucking brilliant players, but they're just not superstars. It might be like how we work. We buy decent players and turn them into superstars. Whether he's got the ability to do that, we won't know, but I think they peaked too soon, peaked too early. The fans have got overexcited and thought they were God's gift, one of the best teams in the world. Thought they were going to piss the Champions League and finish in the top four easily again. And it's just the season hasn't worked out that way for them. We could go and put fucking 5 past them and put the final nail in the coffin in their season, I think. But again, we've got to be careful because they have got talented players. We've got to be a bit wary of them. But, you know, again, I say it all the time. They're a wounded animal. Go and hit them. Go and kill them. Go and cost the manager the job. Yeah. Go and fucking do what you have to do to make us look fucking nasty. And we need to put a statement out there soon. They think they're the big bollocks. Let's go and fucking show them they're not.
Yeah, it's look, we seem to be the team everyone raises the game against. Seeing Luton this afternoon, although fair play to them, they nearly come back. But you know, Chelsea were 3-0 up at one point there, and we couldn't lay a glove on them, more or less. So it's just, I don't know, where the team everyone raises the game against. People change the way they play against us and no one else. Look at United. Completely changed the way they play against us. And I expect Newcastle to do the same. They know they don't like going to Anfield. They'll be doing everything they can to try and get something out of the game, and I think it's going to be a bit of a sort of dogged affair, to be honest with you. I don't think they'll look to come and play football as much as they normally do.
No, they'll be like dogs of war. Do you know what I mean? They'll come in and they'll fight and they'll have to battle again. They haven't got the best 11 out. The bench isn't great. They're not in a good moment. But we are. So it doesn't really matter what they put out in front of us. We should be battering them. We should be going at them. And we should, if we can... That's what I miss about us at the minute, is that, like, to be fair, we started against United with the early press and we fucking sprinting everywhere, and it lasted 10 minutes and then we stopped doing it. It was like, let's see if we can get one in the first 10, and if we do, carry on. If we don't, stop, fucking reserve yourself a little bit. I think it'd be the same against them. Go straight at them, go for the throat early. If you get an early goal, you've got to come at us, and then we can play our fucking spacious football and pick them off on the counter-attack sort of thing where we're dangerous. But I think an early goal kills the game, I think. Yeah. They come at us a bit, I think we'll fucking pick them off. But I've said it a few times and it hasn't gone to plan, so I'm just hoping it's not one of them edgy fucking 0-0s or 1-0s where decision can go against us and cost us. If you want to win the league, you've got to be beating teams like Newcastle at home. So
yeah, I mean, you know, it looks like it's a good time to play them. You know, Kieran Trippier's having an absolute fucking bastard of a time at the minute. So you got to try and play on that. No Nick Pope, I think, is the biggest miss for them. I think they've got to completely change the way they play because he's not in goal. Dubravka has been reliable for them in the past, but he's nowhere near as good as Nick Pope is for them. And I can't see them starting Karius on Monday, so we can forget about any 45-yard shots there. But no, look, like I say, it looks like it's a good time to play Newcastle. I think they got beat last time out, but then at the game before that, I think they beat Tottenham. So yeah, they're having one of them seasons where they seem okay at home, but then last time out they lost, didn't they, to fucking Nottingham Forest, Chris Woodacek. So
Yeah, they got mauled.
a good team, Nottingham Forest,
No, but
winning
that's what I mean. Like,
today
if
again.
not Forest putting 3 past them, do you know what I mean? Surely we can put 4. But again,
That's what you'd like to think, but
I just don't know what our best team is at the minute. I think, personally, I think Diaz could do with a bit of a fucking break out the team. He's offering absolutely nothing. Not going past the man. He's not doing anything. He gets the ball and passes it back. Love him to be back. He hasn't been the same since his injury. He's not getting in behind. He's not taking anyone on. He's not getting his shots off as you'd expect where he cuts in. He's not doing none of that. So I think Jota's back, play Nunes on the left, start Jota through the middle, Salah on the right, and then you've got the option of Gakpo and Diaz to come on, which is sound. But whether he'll start Jota with him just coming back, but how much we fucking missed him, lad.
We said it, didn't we? And then his first game back, he's done well. Like, obviously Diaz got the assist. It wasn't the greatest of passes to him. I think he scuffed it a little bit. Jota's had the wherewithal to drag it past the defender and score from an angle and a position he had no right to score from. But that's what Jota does, and that's what we've missed. We've missed that clinical edge. Jota could start on Monday, do absolutely nothing for 85 minutes, and then get 2.
Yeah,
that's just the type of player he is, and
he's
that's
a proper striker.
Yeah, that's what we need at the moment.
Jota's playing. He's the type of player you don't take off, because if it drops in the box, he's the one you want it to fall to. There's no one else on the pitch you want it to fall to. If it falls to Nunes, you panic. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't know what he's going to do on the day. But I like Nunes out wide. I think he causes chaos, and as you say, with the likes of fucking Trippier having a mare, could be good fucking rotating the front three and just playing on them. Players.
I think what I like about the front three sometimes, though, is, and I think we've seen it quite a bit with Burnley, is a lot of the time they are interchanging with each other. So I think it just causes defences massive issues anyway, because, Salah's starting on the right, but then he's coming into the middle, or he's on the left, and they're all just swapping with each other. So I think when you can have that fluidity between them, although obviously you want them to sort of stay in their main positions where you put them, but having that fluidity against the team who are going to likely be playing a sort of makeshift back 4, yeah, we could put 4 or 5 past them quite easily.
Yeah, you've got to see, again, it all depends on what Liverpool turn up. We could turn up and they sit in deep and we struggle to get behind them, but he's got to pick the right team for this occasion. Like, too many times we're playing, like, where we're questioning the first 11. Is it the right forward to pick, or Jota 100%? If he's fit enough starting, I'd play Nunes out wide because he's against a defence that's struggling. He'd cause chaos. But I don't know. I think Diaz coming on for 20 minutes and having an effect and maybe getting a goal will help him, because he needs a goal, or, you know what I mean? He needs a goal to get that confidence. But he's just not getting into the spaces where he can create anything or do anything. You know what I mean? He's not getting those shots off, or I think he's just struggling with himself. He's usually dead nippy to beat a man, skin him, and then he'll go back and skin him again. But he's not doing none of that at the minute. He's just practically getting the ball and passing it back to whoever passed him. So I think he needs to come on and have an impact, in my opinion. Again, like from the West Ham game, Jones is in contention, deserves it. Harvey Elliott should be in contention for a start. As mad as it sounds, just start Harvey Elliott on the right and give Salah a fucking break. There's options there we can take where this sounds like one of them fucking Twitter dickheads, but if I'm playing FIFA against a really good team, I'll rest my best players. I'll start with Salah on the bench and Jota on the bench and bring them on in case I'm not winning with my shit team. And then you think, right, I'll get 2 or 3 with these. Do you know what I mean? No. So, like, Harvey Elliott's more than capable of causing Newcastle danger. But if he's not, then Salah for half an hour is definitely the last thing any defender wants to see. So's Nunes, so's Diaz, so's Jota, so's Gakpo, so's Gravenberch.
Don't start any of them.
Do you know what I mean? No, but that, like, I think some of our players are well more dangerous for half an hour than they are starting.
Yeah.
So I think Nunes out wide, dangerous. Always going to be dangerous. Salah's going to start, so shut up, I'm talking shite. Salah out wide, going to be dangerous. Play Jota. I'd play Jota or Gakpo through the middle. Depends on what we want to do. Do we want to get the ball into the box for Jota, or do we want to get the ball in behind for the wide men? It just depends what system we play on the day. But whoever plays, I'm confident we beat Newcastle and we end up top of the league again.
Yeah, you know what? I think if Salah wasn't going to the African Cup of Nations after the Newcastle game, I think it wouldn't be as I think it'd be a decent shout. But I think the fact that he is going, they're just going to give him the full 90, let him play, and then let him be tired with Egypt. But
is it after Newcastle? Yeah.
Yeah, he goes. I don't know if it's the next day or whatever, but he goes.
I hope he gets injured. I hope he gets a knock where the swelling lasts 2 weeks and he can't play to
them. But yeah, look, obviously January transfer window's around the corner now. We've got no left back at the minute. No outright left back anyway. Obviously Joe Gomez looks like he's going to be filling in there. We're losing Endo for the Asia Cup. We're losing Salah for the African Cup of Nations. We've lost Mata. I know, no, hang on, I'm getting somewhere. We've lost Mata for the season. We've only got 3 centre halves really because Gomez is having to fill in elsewhere. We're likely to only go and get 1 player in January because that's what we do. What are you prioritising if you're in charge there?
If I'm Klopp and I'm told you've got all these injuries and you can only have 1 player, I'd be fucking striking the owner with a clenched fist in the forehead.
Me too, but for me, hypothetical, just go with
it. We've got enough midfielders to plug a gap for a few weeks. Thiago's back in training. Pachetta's just back in training, isn't he? Apparently.
I don't know. I seen something today saying that we're not going to see Pachetic for the rest of the season still. So who knows with him? But Thiago is back in training for more.
Thiago's back in training.
McAllister's back in training.
Jones can play the 6. So you've got a few players there who can play it. So yeah, I think a left back. I think you need a left back, and it's just harsh because it's one of them positions where obviously only one really plays all season. You don't chop and change your fucking left back. Do you know what I mean? So once Robbo's back, and he's back early in the new year, isn't he?
Hopefully.
Yeah. So again, like, no, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't need you and go, we need to go and buy a left back because we've got Tsimikas and we've got Robbo.
Yeah, to be honest, I think Robertson's further away than we think. Like on the app, I checked the scores and all that says he's not back till like late Feb. I've heard people say like early March, late March kind of thing. So
fucking hell, with a shoulder, strap it up and play. You're Scottish. Fucking hell.
But I don't know. Even if we go out and try and get someone in on loan for the rest of the season or something, and just plug the gap for the time being or something. But it's tough because I think, I don't know. Obviously, we're going to have to look at replacing Salah in the next sort of season or so. I'm not saying actually replace him, but bring someone in ready to play that role. Obviously, to rotate with Salah until he does actually replace him. There's talk of Jared Bowen again. That's cropping up because he's playing well. Pedro Neto was another one. He's just come back. I think he had his first game back today against Everton. That was a fun game to watch, by the way. I had all the Blues who listened to us, by the way. Love you. But look, it's a difficult one because, like you say, you're only really playing 1 left back for the season. But
Go and buy a fucking 30-goal a season striker instead. Fuck everyone. No, left back. Gomez is doing brilliantly. If he gets a knock, we're fucked. Who's the young lad who can plug in at left back?
I don't know. They've been playing that McConnell and Chambers there, haven't they?
And then we've got right back. We've got Bradley, haven't we?
Connor Bradley, yeah.
Who's the kid from Celtic? Ramsey?
Yeah, Calvin Ramsey is on loan at Preston.
Yeah, so he's fucking gone out. So yeah, we've got players there. I don't think there's no need here. We're not desperate for anyone, but we could do with a few new more bodies. But
It's the thing, you know what we're like in January though, as I say, we go and get one player. I think we bought one player for the last sort of 2 or 3 Januaries now.
we get Stephen Corker on loan up front.
Yeah, so you might even need him on loan this time, lad. We might be able to actually give him a contract.
No, I don't know. As I say, I'm not really desperate, but I think midfield, we've got 3 players there who can plug a gap for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Left back, if Robbo is going to be for another 8 to 10 weeks, then Simicast isn't going to see up till after March, is he?
Yeah, probably not.
So
March, April. You're probably
basically, if they're out for the rest, practically the fucking majority of the season, then yeah, go and get a left back, go and get a decent left back who's going to push the 2 of them. Don't get a stopgap. If they're out for 10 weeks, go and get a left back who's a good player. And again, I get a defensive mid if we could. The centre half, you know.
Thing is, the centre, I think
Van Dijk and Gomez are options there. So yeah, go and get a fucking really good left back. Spend a few quid, go and get a left back, and he starts straight away.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say that if we do go and get a left back, the centre half problem sort of solves itself, which is why I think that's probably the smart move to make in the window. But again, it just depends on how long Robertson more than Simicast, I think at the minute, is out for, because like I say, if he's not going to be back till March, as good as Gomez has actually been playing, I don't want to, like you say, if he gets injured, we're fucked. And not only you're losing a left back and a right back, and you're losing you're losing every defender on the pitch there with one player, like so.
And that's credit to Joe Gomez, actually, that we can say that, because he doesn't get enough credit. I've never given him enough credit. But he is the most versatile player in the squad now. He's the longest serving player in the squad. And, you know, he fucking steps up to, you know, he's not a Van Dijk. He's not a Robbo. He's not a Trent. He's a Joe Gomez. He's versatile. He does his own thing in his own way. And I think he's still young enough to be improving and still be a massive part of the squad. So, fair play to him. He's coming at a time when we have been desperate. He's done a job. He still makes the odd mistake. He still has me nerves fucking shattered. But in the last few weeks, he's been faultless. Like, he's been, you know, he has a little mad 5-10 minutes where you think, fucking hell, here we go. But he's been spot on. He's saved us a number of times, and he's been boss everywhere he's played. Left back, right back, centre back. He's been fucking sound. So credit to him. And
like you say, he's still young enough that he's still sort of learning himself. I think people forget how young he is. I think he's only still.
I wish he shaved that fucking beard, lad.
Nah, he wouldn't be Joe Gomez. He wouldn't be Joe Gomez without that, lad. Like, I don't.
Suit it, lad.
But he's never had anything else, lad. He's had that beard for the whole time we've had him. He's never.
He used to have a little baby face, lad, and then he just grew this beard out of nowhere and then went shit.
Nah, that's his superpower, lad. That'd be like the beard. No, that he's got to keep it, lad. Like, remember how weird it was when Klopp shaved or when Alisson shaves? It's just weird.
When Klopp bins was fucking sickening. When Alisson shaves, that's terrifying. He goes from a
different human being, completely different human being. No, he's got to keep that, lad, because you know what I reckon it is. He's not shaving until he scores, and that's why he's so desperate to score this season, because he's fucking sick of that neckbeard.
His face is tearing. Yeah.
Yeah, I
can't wait till he scores, though. You know, it's going to be boss, because he's got close a few times. I thought he'd won it against Arsenal as well.
Yeah, I fucking
the foot, brilliant, good effort.
Yeah, like I jumped so high when he nearly scored that, lad. I was ready to fucking peg it down our street.
Peg it,
yeah, look, it's exciting, innit? Like you said, we're in a title race. Didn't expect to be here at the start of the season. We go back to this all the time, you know. After the Chelsea game, me and you wanted the season over there and then. We were just we thought we weren't going anywhere, and now, we're ending 2023 potentially on top of the league. So long may it continue. Just got to get behind them. I said on Twitter the other day, I didn't expect us to be. The lads have done us proud. Whatever happens the rest of the season now, they've done us proud. It's Klopp. It's a new. It is the second coming of Klopp, and I'm here for it. Like, fucking let's go.
It's it. It's like the past is the past, and he's never been part of anything. It's like he's a new manager with a new team, and my fans are all exciting again. We're excited for the transfer windows. We're excited for what team he's going to put out and how we're going to perform. It's nice to feel like that again. Like, and that's all based on since Klopp's been here. We've had one bad season, really, where we've underachieved, or like we haven't been in a run-in, we haven't been in for a cup or whatever. So it's fantastic that we weren't expecting to be based on where we were at last season. We were expecting to have another, not a mediocre season, but a loss here, a win there, a draw, a loss, a win, a draw, and fucking push for top four, try and get into the Champions League, and maybe win the fucking League Cup or the FA Cup or something. But at the looks of it now, where we're at now, if we don't finish in the fucking top two and win a trophy or two, we'll be very disappointed. But as we've said, we're exceeding expectations based on where we're at. This is a manager with a brand new team who's built a brand new team, more or less, and we're going again, and we're doing it earlier than expected, but we're ready because we've just shown that we have got a fucking team of players that are ready to go. So see how we go, lads. But if we don't win the league and we finish in the top four comfortably and we can win the Europa League, it's a brilliant season still. But we can't accept that on the basis now that how good we've been this season in second gear.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't even, there's not been a game there, barring probably West Ham, where I can go, wow, out of this world. We were faultless. We were brilliant. We're going to win the league. But, like, even that was a fucking cup game. But we are where we are in second gear. We are where we are without playing overly well, without battering many teams. We just keep grinding the results out. When we do go into third gear and fourth gear, go to help the rest of them, because it's going to be fucking scary. It's going to be something we're going to enjoy. And we've just got to enjoy the roller coaster, lad. Once the atmosphere picks up in the ground as well, I think now it will. Now it's getting to a point where it's not like a case of, oh, we're not playing well. When are we going to drop these points? When are we going to drop these points? Arsenal are title contenders. It's not points dropped. It's an opportunity missed more. We can get them away. Same with Man United. Man United feels like a fucking loss because of how shit they are. But again, you still got to go with Man United. If you can go before the season, draw with the fucking top six and beat Man City, you win the league. Basically, that's what we need to be pushing on to do. But we're at a point now where if we can beat one or two of them away, it's fucking sound.
Yeah, definitely. Well, like I said, this was the last episode for 2023. 2024, expect more of the same from us. Just us having a laugh and sometimes a bit of a disagreement, but more importantly, just we have fun, don't we?
Right, don't we?
we do. But I just
want to enjoying it again.
We are massively.
Nice to get the listeners involved, and we've been asking questions, and thanks this year, you little Jedi, for all the madness, because we've been kept on our toes with your questions.
Yeah.
I know it's nice to have people starting to interact with us as well and comment on, what do you agree with, what do you disagree with, and it's just good to have a little bit of a follower. So
that's it.
So it's mad that we're reaching other countries as well.
Yeah, that always to me is just the best part of it. Like you with the t-shirts, lad. When you're writing out like addresses to like Australia and fucking America and fucking here, there and everywhere, I know that's like the best part of it for you. And
mad.
When I see it on here, when I look at like all the stats and that from what we're doing, and I see like, we've got listeners in Germany and we've got like fucking Zimbabwe and just like these mad countries, and it's like, why you like, I made up your R, but like, how have you even found us? It's mad at boss, and that to me is the best part of it.
That's the novelty of it, is that we never set this up to ever try and fucking make money or do anything. We just enjoy it. And if it ever goes anywhere, then happy days. But
The bonus.
our fucking plan is to just entertain and entertain
That's it.
ourselves more than anyone else. Just have a chat. It keeps me and you in contact anyway.
I know, yeah. Fucking
Have
hell.
a berry.
But yeah, look, I just want to thank everybody who has listened and watched this year and interacted. It's the first season where we've like properly went at it again since probably like 2021, really. Life always just got in the way, and the last few months we've just decided to make it, set aside an hour somewhere we can do that, and that's what we've done. So that's what we're going to carry on doing. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's watched, listened, interacted, subscribed to YouTube, rated us on any podcast apps, and this, that, and the other, and just yeah, thanks for being a part of it. You're why we're here. You're why we can carry on doing it, and why we enjoy it, because we like to see listeners from your South Africas and your Germanys and your Bulgarias and just everywhere. So let's try and hit more countries in 2024.
Let's learn the languages.
That's it. If we carry on, lad, we'll have to do the Liverpool Groove on tour, and who knows, lad. It's not outside the realms of impossibility, is it? So, yeah. Thanks to everyone. All the best for 2024. More importantly, up the Reds.
Up the Reds.